Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another evening word with your host, Saxophone Delmon, bringing you love, light, and positive knowledge to your news feed. It is a special one today, especially since yesterday I think I'm kind of putting my foot in my mouth because I was talking about how preachers always go to the same normal verses, and this book and this calendar have been introducing more rare verses of the Bible. Well, like I said, I'm putting my foot in my mouth today because it is on the 23rd Psalm, which is a very, very popular passage and very strong message. And I'm having a little bit of problems today because I would expect this calendar to just kind of read the message straight ahead, because it is very easy wording to be able to grasp, and it kind of declaws the direct message, the power of that message. So I'm going to read it for you anyway, but I'm kind of going to give my own little spin on how it relates to us and how it relates to business owners and just everyday life. So October 24th, thank you for joining me. I'll get right into it. It's a mix. Now understand, it is a mix of the 23rd Psalm, mix of Genesis 2 and Luke 1. So they were all three very powerful passages, and she kind of mixed it together. So don't take it word for word. Just understand the passage and the meaning and the message that is going through it. So, lie down in green pastures of peace. Learn to unwind whenever possible, resting in the presence of your shepherd. This electronic age keeps my children wired much of the time, too tense to find me in the midst of their moments. I built into your very being the need for rest. How twisted the world has become when people feel guilty about meeting this basic need. How much time and energy they waste by being always on the go, rather than taking time to seek my direction for their lives. I have called you to walk with me down paths of peace. I want you to blaze a trail for others who desire to live in my peaceful presence. I have chosen you less for your strength than for your weaknesses, which amplify your need for me. Depend on me more and more, and I will shower peace on all your paths. Much very different. Is that a phrase? Much very different? Who learned you to spoke? Where do that? Very different from the original passage, and I get it. But the message is still there. And I originally interpret that message as, we are all going to go through tough times. We're all going to go through the worst times of my life. Even when we're walking through hell, God will provide a patch of peace for us, at least to just get rest for a few minutes, at least one day. All right? Even God rested on a day. He will not give you anything more than you can handle. Now, he also gave us free will. And sometimes we decide that I'm not going to rest. I'm going to drink coffee and take NoDoz, and I'm staying up through all of this, and I'm pulling an all-nighter, and I don't need any rest. Well, you are just slapping the blessing out of the way. It's like when somebody cooks for you, and you take the food and you throw it up against the wall. Like, I'm not eating! Sometimes you just got to take the blessing. Sometimes we just need to rest. Sometimes if you just take a little time out to sleep for a couple of hours, you will wake up more refreshed and can work twice as fast as you could if you're sitting there nodding off the whole time, thinking that you're actually, pushing forward. No, you're hobbling. I need you running on the freeway, not limping on the sidewalk. And it's when this rest comes in, it's your time to not only rest your body and just sleep, but sometimes you just need the mental, emotional, spiritual rest of being at that building of where you work, or being at that house where you live, or just being stuck in this spiritual emptiness that I haven't been to church to get the word, or I haven't interacted with the people that I love to steal their energy and give energy and commune with others and feel that love, give love and get love back. You can't get that working all the time, or always chasing money, or always doing something for other people. In this message, sometimes you just got to say no. I need to take care of me. I don't have enough time for me, God, and you. So if I have to choose two, it's going to be me and God. All right. And I'm sorry. I'll get to you tomorrow, or I'll get to you next week, or I won't get to you at all. I'm sorry. You're going to need to find somebody else, because it said, God said, I built you into the very being for the need of rest. How twisted the world has become when people feel guilty about meeting this basic need. You shouldn't feel guilty about taking time just for the Lord. You shouldn't feel guilty that if you decide that you want to pray before a meal, no matter where you're at or who you're with or the company that you keep, that you make sure that you keep your relationship with God. And if you pray before every meal, pray before every meal. If you pray when you wake up, pray when you wake up. Don't let that alarm clock determine your day. Don't let your calendar determine where you have to be if you haven't spoken and given your time with the Lord yet. Take your time of rest and make sure that you cash in your tokens with God first, so he can make sure that you take him with you throughout the day, throughout the night, and especially when you are going into the devil's land. So it said, I have called you to walk with me down the path of peace, and I've chosen you less for your strength, more for your weaknesses, which amplify your need for me. That's why life gets so hard. And like, why me? Moses said, why me? I'm not qualified. I stutter. I don't like speaking in public. Right. That's perfect. So now you need me with you when you go speak in public, and I will not allow you to stutter. And I have a stuttering problem too, but I push past that because, well, I just want to be the change that I wish to see. And I see so many people spreading all this negativity, and I just don't want negative information, negative energy, negative anything coming in my newsfeed. So I hope that if you love the positive energy that we're trying to spread here, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell to alert you that when we drop another video, you get it right away. And we'll take these aren't my words. These are words of the Lord. These are translated words from Hebrew to English through the interpretations of Sarah Young and Pastor Skip Heitzig. And it's just love, spreading love. It's just conversations. We don't get to rebuttal with these people. Just words that have already been written. And who wants to argue with God? So thank you for joining me here on another episode of the Evening Word. I hope that you will join us again tomorrow on the 25th, where we dig more into the Bible and keep spreading love and positivity. So keep the faith, keep praying, keep wearing your mask, and keep spreading positive energy, guys. Much love to you. See you tomorrow.